I just shared a bunch of videos of a astrology or a natal chart reading that I got from Donna Diane. I actually found her on the Masters of Self University podcast, so I highly recommend you go listen to the podcast. And if she resonates with you, then book a session with her. And so the reason why I wanted to share was because the reason I wanted to share my chart reading, because it's very personal to you, is I've never had one before, and I just thought it'd be fun and interesting for other people to see what kind of information you can get from an astrology reading or a natal chart reading. And so I'm just sharing parts of the chart where it resonates with me, that are very inspirational or reminding me to be who I am or to step into who I am supposed to be. And also, more so right now in my phase of life, I was wondering what's in store for the future because I'm kind of stuck in the in between, kind of aimless right now with my business and my spiritual practice. And so that's why I booked this session, is to kind of just see what does the future hold for me. And in the charts, it does say right now that I'm in like a pause. So something she talked about Saturn, I think Saturn being a petal and being a time for pause. And she said that's good because that usually means something big is happening. Something that's gonna be pivotal is happening for me specifically. And that's basically going to change my life, something on a humanitarian level. So I have no idea what I'm going to be doing, but um, I just really enjoy the reading. It really was insightful, inspiring, and it really kind of, I didn't really have a big intention. I just wanted, like, what can the chart show me for the future? And when I do readings, tarot, psychics, or whatever, I leave it very open for the most part. I always just ask my higher self and my spirit team, like, whatever message you guys want me or need me to hear at the moment, please let it come through. Because even sometimes I get busy with life or I just want to zone out watching Netflix. So, I'm human too. And so I can lose track of what I'm supposed to be doing, or like I can miss signals or messages that the higher self or spirit team are sending to me. So these tools are really helpful for me to get myself back on track as a reminder or to highlight things that I don't know about. And this reading really highlighted a lot. I question my abilities a lot because I'm pretty sure I shut it down when I was younger. I grew up in a Christian household, and I no longer, would consider myself Christian. Um, but I grew up, with that mindset, that belief, and I had to do a lot of unlearning. I do have, I did and still kind of do have a lot of fear behind spirits and demons and doing the spiritual work, energy work, frequency, and like any of that stuff. Sometimes it's still scary because I don't fully understand it. Um, so that's still something I'm kind of growing into as well and transmuting. And so I share that to say that I don't know, right now I feel like a normal person. I do feel I'm very intuitive. I spent the last 5 years really paying attention to my body, the messages and the energy inside my body when I'm with people, places, or in situations, in my relationships. Like, how do I gauge my relationships? What's important to me? What are my priorities? How is this job a fit for me or not a fit for me? Am I running away or am I just done with it and choosing to experience something else? So a lot of these things I've been kind of going through over the past 5 years and working through. And so I can't even imagine how more psychic I could be. I mean, that would be amazing. I do see visions of that. Of my future is like, yeah, can I just give Akashic readings or intuitive readings to people face to face to help them make choices or to help them steer their life based on what it is that they're wanting to experience. And so today, one of the reasons making this video is like, I don't even know who I'm going to become. According to the reading, something pivotal is going to happen next spring, summer, in March, May timeframe that's really going to change. She specifically said it's in my moon, so it's going to change my psychic abilities. So I have no idea what's going to happen. I can't even imagine that in between now and then a skill I'm going to learn is going to get me there. So I don't even know. Is it a mentor, a teacher, a class? Is it going to be a life event, something that's going to happen that's really going to shift some energy within me to allow me to like channel in this skill ability a little bit better. But anyway, the natal chart reading is just really fun and really cool, really inspiring, and confirming too. There are just things that confirm the path I am on now, doing QHHT. Even in my Akashic readings, it's more, I do touch on a lot about humanly stuff. So like, what do you need to work on or heal on, like themes and patterns and beliefs, limiting beliefs, your inner child or a past life, but also that past life pertains to this life, and it's something that's coming up that needs to be transmuted. So a lot of what she said that's in my chart is via communication. It could be one-on-one. It's transforming the darkness into beauty and into the light. And so I really resonated with that. And I'm glad that my chart said that. And it's just more confirming to me of the work that I'm doing with QHHT or one-on-one or whatever it might be, now and into the future. And so it really is in alignment to what I'm doing now. And I'm really glad that it showed that to me. So I have just more confidence after that reading in what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and that it is confirming my strengths. So it makes me want to do it more and explore it more and help people more. So again, why am I sharing this? Because it doesn't just talk about the past. It talks about your life now, and it's not set in stone, but it's kind of like a weather map just to kind of help you understand your life and how to weather through the different conditions and kind of what to expect. She talked about, 8 years, something that's going to be happening in the next 8 years. And then she also mentioned something that's going to happen in 20 years that's going to flip my whole life around and tear it to shreds and start anew. So not going to worry about that now. I still have, now to next spring, summer to worry about, and then beyond that, in the next, 5 years. So that's okay. I'm not going to stress on that. But it was really helpful, very inspiring. And I hope that if you get a chance and the privilege and the money, so save your money up. This reading was probably the most expensive spiritual thing I ever did for like a one-time thing. So I've taken, Reiki, so you had to pay for the Reiki class. That was pretty, it's understandable because it's like we broke it down into a month. So each week we met and did the class. So that was cool. And but for any one spiritual sitting session, I've never paid. I think it was like $230 or $250. I can't quite remember, but it was, right around my birthday. It was just past my birthday. So I was like, this is going to be a birthday gift to me. I'm feeling very called to have this reading with this person, even though the money is not in my budget. Everything logically, earthly, bills, circumstance, like where do you want to spend your money right now? Because, of the circumstance of the world, is this really where you want to spend it? Everything's like, no, 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 no. Like that's not, do it on something else. But my spirit felt so called to it. Next thing I knew, I was checking out and picking a date. So when that happens to me, I know now that it's not frivolous spending. It is something that my soul is calling me to do because I need this at this time. And it's the same thing that happened with QHHT. For my other business, my bakery business, January is like the slowest, scariest, deadliest month. Dead as in sales dead. Like sometimes we lose money in that month. And that was and it was the year 2020. So that, COVID, everybody was staying in, nobody was working, nobody was spending money. So I guess it wasn't quite yet because COVID was like spring, like more March, April 2020. So this was right at the January 2020. So everything logically, no, it's not within your budget. It's way too expensive. You haven't talked to your partner. You guys have shared accounts. But something put it in my cart, had me hit the checkout button. No matter how much I tried to resist it, like it was going down. It was not going to not let me check out. So this was kind of the same thing, but there's just less resistance there. It was more flowing. I went, I looked at the dates, I looked at the price, I thought about it. I said no in my head, but my body kept going and it just checked out. So, and how they say it's like an investment in yourself. I truly do believe that this was an investment in myself because it Again, she was very highlighting my psychic abilities, which I don't even believe I'm super psychic or anything like that. I would just say I'm intuitive. I listen to my body. I do, I would say I speak with my higher self and my spirit team, because I will ask them questions in meditation or while I'm driving, and I'll get answers. So I do say that I can connect with my higher self and my spirit team um, on things that I'm not super emotional about. So if I'm still very emotional, or I haven't like regulated myself, I can't get answers because I'm too emotional, I'm too angry, too hurt, too sad, too whatever. I can't connect. So there are times that is very hard to connect, but for the most part, if I'm very calm and neutral and I'm coming up here in a calm state asking for guidance, I do get that guidance most of the time. And sometimes they don't give it to me right away because there's still more that I need to learn before I get the full message. So I understand that now too. Um, so all of this to say, I am rambling so much, but all of this to say, it was an investment in myself. It really helped highlight my strengths and confirm my strengths, that this is something that I am supposed to be doing. So that is very helpful. It just makes me feel more confident and more committed to the path. Um, and so, like, yeah, it kind of re energized me inside, making me have more. It's giving me a push, a push to do more now, instead of before I was a little bit more sedentary and kind of like, but now I'm just like, okay, I do want to move forward. This is the path that I want to take, and let's do it. So I highly recommend, if you can afford it, or find somebody in your price range, find somebody local, find somebody on TikTok that you resonate with, and book a session with them and just see what kind of information that you can get from there. And I really hope that it helps you as much as mine has helped me.